Be careful when you hear something that's laid out to be the truth.
That dude did something for me, brother.
Be cautious when you hear something spread out to be reality that fella worked on something for me sibling. I get close to home discussing it, brother, like I truly required it at the time. It seems like Steve Harvey didn't mess with Feline Williams' cases in seemingly a progression of dangers. Harvey answered firmly to the comic anyway. It's fascinating to take note of that Feline has acquired help from different superstars, including Lil Boosie, who was remaining by him regardless of what music. Well, you said that Jeezy gave your mom $20,000 while you were in prison. Definitely you just to do it to help me out now. Diving into Harvey's reaction at its center, it seems, by all accounts, to be a powerful safeguard against the intimations made by Feline Williams. Harvey tried to alert again. Being influenced exclusively by persuasiveness, he stressed that since somebody can talk well doesn't mean they're being honest. Now you discussed how there was practically another visit right yet. There was basically a hamburger between Bernie Mac and Steve Harvey. Yes, you discussed that well in a Twitter post from January 7th, including Steve Harvey on the arrangement of Family Fight. He conveyed a message to his crowd about managing skeptics with a casual disposition. He underscored that you don't have to account for yourself to anybody. Talk is cheap, citing hymns 23:5. He conveyed the possibility that even within the sight of foes, achievement can win. He needed to be a famous actor. You stop it. You stop it. That man was more interesting than all of you all, and you all thought you all had one over on him. You thought he were dark and monstrous, and as per Harvey, the presence of critics is many times an indication of one's viability, working up envy. In others, he proceeded to recommend that these enemies should have been visible as provokes sent by the Satan to go against the direction of God towards significance. Judge individuals what they do. I judge individuals how they do me, and need to do what? He did better believe it, right, cuz he got his own family, his own tending to a momentum circumstance without unequivocally naming names. Harvey communicated flexibility, expressing that he's calmly trusting that God will mediate in spite of confronting extraordinary analysis. He stays certain that nobody can obstruct the plans that God has in store. Sharing the clasp on Twitter, Harvey subtitled it with a compact recommendation: you don't need to address your critics. The fundamental message is make center around your way and allow accomplishment to communicate everything. Strangely, this comes because of late analysis from Feline Williams, who blamed Harvey for taking ideas from imprint Curry's sitcom. Williams guaranteed that Harvey replicated the thought for the Steve Harvey show in the wake of watching Curry's Hanging with Mr. Cooper in a web recording interview. Will Williams tossed more hits at Harvey, scrutinizing his acting abilities and proposing that he never sought to be a celebrity. Lil Boosie has a strong justification for sponsorship up Feline Williams. Obviously, the unbelievable humorist exceeded all expectations to help him when he really wanted it most. Boosie Boz as of late shared an ardent story on Instagram Live, thinking back about the huge graciousness Feline showed him after his set free from jail in 2014. What makes this much more wonderful is that at the time, Boosie had no idea who Feline Williams was. In his Instagram Live meeting, the Boss organization chief uncovered that notwithstanding a few VIPs mobilizing for his opportunity, just Feline Williams expanded certifiable graciousness. Whenever he was delivered, Boosie distinctively reviewed the second when Feline not just welcomed him to a show with first-line situates, yet additionally gave him an astounding $5,000 as he was abandoning. Boosie offered his thanks, recognizing the earnestness Feline's motion. Boosie underlined the number of big names that had recited free Boosie yet advantageously disregarded him post-delivery. Feline Williams then again recognized him as well as offered significant monetary help. Boosie shared this story as a demonstration of Feline's veritable and liberal nature. Taking note of that, the comic knew the difficulties he had confronted, promising to respond the benevolence. Boosie pronounced, I will always remember that when I see him, I'm most certainly going to be favor him, brother, and I keep 1,520 in my pocket. Consistently, this contacting disclosure says a lot about the security righty framed between the two, established and certifiable empathy and backing. Important. Feline Williams' liberality is certainly not a one-time event. Accounts of him helping others monetarily have coursed with individual comic Dean Cole, lauding flight possibly of the most liberal, unique Individuals will at any point meet Cole urged journalists to ask about the significant totals feline has offered, accentuating the humorous sacrificial demonstrations that frequently slip by everyone's notice. See in the media. Back in 2021, Bowie Boz divided his contemplations on the sprouting sentiment among Lori Harvey and entertainer Michael B. Jordan. In a meeting with Vlad Television, the Raw Rouge rapper didn't keep down when gotten some information about Harvey's dating history, which include his Diddy future and a past commitment to soccer player Memphis DP. Bowie's interpretation of the circumstance was fairly unconvenient. He proposed moving the concentration from ladies like Lori Harvey to the men, the Lone Rangers who, as he puts it, are going through ladies like this. In his view, these men merit more recognition. Boosie even shared a fascinating tale about visiting Diddy's home and seeing the kinship among him and Boo. Vlad raised the point that not every person should seriously think about Lori Harvey at the first spot on their list, to which Boosie answered, "Yet the business has. You wouldn't put her on your rundown. The music has." As per Bowie, numerous rappers are drawn to her since she's a pursued net aim in the business. Bowie contended that Lor's allure lies in the way that she's ideal by compelling people, and he stressed giving credit to the single men as opposed to zeroing in exclusively on the ladies. He proposed that the people who reprimand could wind up agreeing to less, marking them as brown noses. Subsequent to encountering associations with somebody like Lori Harvey amidst the discussion, Boosie clarified that while he may be keen on laying down with Lori Harvey, marriage is off the table. For him, he communicated his longing for a decent young lady, keeping it genuine and clear. On the other side of the VIP love range, Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey had formally affirmed their relationship on Instagram. The couple shared sweet minutes, including a Valentine's Day festivity at an aquarium where Jordan leased space for a confidential visit, a door embellished with blossoms and candles. As of late, there was an astounding turn in the public relationship elements, including Lori Harvey's dad, Steve Harvey, and her ex Michael B. Jordan. The two were seen in Dubai exhibiting an apparently cordial relationship, leaving numerous inquisitive about why Steve was so friendly with somebody who had recently dated his little girl. The endearing gathering between the Statement of Faith entertainer and the prestigious show have occurred on October 5th at the NBA Abu Dhabi Games. This came a year after Michael and Lori had tapped out. In a post shared on Michael B. Jordan's Instagram account, the two were caught grinning and embracing each other. The subtitle read, "All grins at NBA in Abu Dhabi." Regardless of the heartfelt history among Michael and Lori, the brotherhood showed in Dubai demonstrated a good and genial association. Steve Harvey has reliably shown help for the couple even after their separations, stressing the difficulties youthful couples face, especially in the Hollywood spotlight. Back in April of the earlier year, Steve shared his opinions, expressing connections are hard, particularly wet, and they're youthful. They're in a Hollywood kind relationship, and I'm supporting them. He proceeded to portray Michael as a pleasant and exceptionally deferential person, featuring his endorsement of the entertainer all through their relationship. Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan remained famously confidential, sporadically sharing looks into their lives through uncommon pictures. In a Glamour interview from 2021, Lori clarified their choice for "keep things relaxed," saying, "I believe we're both exceptional, like confidential individuals normally, so we simply choose if we snap a photo or anything it is. Would you like to post this? Do we not?" As their association developed into a more serious relationship, Lori communicated an eagerness to be a smidgen more open about their process. We know how that finished. It's not. Boosie got up to speed in this hurricane of feline Williams callouts. As per comic Ulval Crawford, famous people referenced by Williams end up in a precarious circumstance whether they remain